All right, well, welcome everyone. Let me turn this off. It's warm enough in here now. All right. All right, well, we're here for the Nireeka Prime A4 bike build. It was delivered today, and I'm sitting next to it right now. But before I jump into building this thing and unboxing it, as you can see, it's sealed and contained. Still, it actually had, when it was delivered, it actually had a secondary wrapping of this, like a paper and a plastic. So I took that initial packaging off, and so here we are with the original packing here. But before I get into unboxing, I just want to talk a little bit about the Nireeka and dealing with the website and the order process and everything I had to go through with that. Because even the delivery today is just one more layer of an interesting aspect of the whole delivery process. So, hang on, I got to turn this volume down here on this. I can hear the audio coming through over here, so I don't want to have that. But I do have the chat up so that I can see if anybody does jump in and has questions about it, I can pay attention to that. So, so let's talk about the order process. So, first of all, I've ordered 2 of these bikes. So, essentially a his and hers e-bike, one for myself and one for my wife. And I ordered these back in, I want to say, it was somewhere around the end of April. Could have been maybe the beginning of May or so. And the expected delivery was supposed to be around the end of July to the beginning of August. And now on the website, when you order one of these, they have a dashboard where it shows the progress of your order, whether it's being assembled, whether it's being boxed, whether it's being shipped. So the website aspect of that is pretty interesting in how it's working, but there was one period where, like, I'm expecting delivery, but it's stuck at being assembled. And I'm like, okay, what's going on with this here? And so I contact Nireeka, and they let me know about, well, they're having some problems in the factory, so it's going to be probably late December to January for delivery. I'm like, wow. Now I will say that on that, they actually, I'm not going to say exactly what they did, but they actually made good on their lack of delivery. So I was happy with it. They stayed in communication with me, and they let me know what was going on. So happy with that. Now, as I began to watch the order process and on the website, everything went from being assembled to boxed to shipped. And everything was sitting in a shipped mode on the dashboard for quite some time. I would say probably a good 2 to 3 weeks. And I don't think I'm exaggerating there. So I just kept monitoring it, thinking, okay, it's shipped. There's actually a secondary dashboard where you can check to see, like, whether it's at the port of entry, where it's at in its destination, whether it's on a vessel, and so forth. So right now, if I was to go look at the 2 bikes, they're currently showing that they are at the port of origin in a vessel, with a UPS shipping label created for them. And then yesterday I got a text from FedEx stating that I have a delivery requiring signature. I was like, what the hell? I don't have anything on order that I would be expecting something like that right now. So today, FedEx guy comes by, and he's parked out in front of the gate. My dogs are going crazy, and he's wrestling around with packages. Just like you hear, like packages just sound like they're being tossed all over the FedEx van there. And so he finally comes out. He says, "Hey, I got another package for you, but I can't find it." I was like, and then he said, "When I make my rounds, and if I find it, I'll swing back by and bring it to you." I was like, "Okay, no problem." So I brought that package in, went about my work day, and then I had to go get ready to run an errand. And as soon as I'm getting ready to leave, the FedEx guy pulls up, and he backs up to my fence. I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing? He says, "I found it," and he says, "It was the biggest box in my van." And so he kind of says that like, well, how did I miss it? It was the biggest box. So he opens the door, and I see this thing lying on the back, and I'm like, is that what I think it is? And you couldn't really tell because, like I said, it wasn't, you didn't have all the Nireeka e-bike labels and such, on the front, because it had like a brown paper wrapper all the way around, sealed in plastic. So when he pulled it down, I finally figured out, oh, that is the Nireeka bike that I have had on order that's actually showing on the website that it's not going to be delivered till somewhere around the first week of January. So I said, oh, cool, I've been waiting for that. I didn't know it was coming on FedEx. And I said, there wouldn't happen to be two on there. And he said, no, just the one. So I went back and looked at the FedEx label, and it does say one of one. So I currently do not know where the other one is. I'm going to hope that it's in the United States, and maybe it gets delivered tomorrow or maybe in the next couple of days, since the website is not updated with the information. So anyways, that was a little bit of info about the website experience. And again, if you know anything about trying to order anything out of China right now, it's, there's just a lot going on there. I'm not going to get into all details and everything like that, but I just know in general, anybody that's trying to order e-bikes, there's wait times, there's lead times, wait times, and I knew that we were going to be waiting, but this is what I was looking forward to get here and have this particular e-bike. So we are here now to do the unboxing. I'm even going to get into the building. I'm a little concerned about the building because I have one bike stand here that I don't know if this thing is going to work on it, and then I have this other one that I don't know if it's going to work on it. So I may be building it the way I used to do back when I worked in bike shops, where you flip them upside down and you build them essentially using the box as a bike stand, essentially. So, all right, with that, let's go ahead. Let's get into the Nireeka e-bike, and let's start building. So I'm going to change this camera just a little bit. I am going to go check something on the other side real quick, just to make sure that the bit rate and everything on the computer looks good, and I want to make sure that this video is doing okay as far as getting up to YouTube. All right, be right back. Okay, here we go. Move this out of the way. They won't get this stuff off, so I'm going to put this out here. I think one of the good things I've noticed about this is that the way it was packaged and the way I accepted the package. I would expect there would be no damage. All right. Let's move that up. Wow. Reminds me of back in the day when I worked in bike shops. It was pretty normal to pop open a box and see everything all zip tied like this here. We got our handy side cutters, so should get everything out of here. Let's see here. This. That looks like the seat and seat post. I think what I'm going to start doing is making a bit of a trash pile over here, perhaps. I'll just leave it over here. It's a pretty nice seat. I didn't even do a seat upgrade, but I have to say that's actually a pretty nice seat, so it's even got the cutout, which that's a good thing. And I did get alloy. I didn't go carbon fiber, so while I went top of the line on a lot of the components, the handlebar and seat posts, I chose alloy. I'm not a big fan of carbon fiber in the seat post or the handlebar area. So let's get that out of there. This must be the battery. It feels pretty heavy, like it's a battery. That's what it is. I'll probably go ahead and put it on the charger right away. Oh yeah, that is a battery. That be the battery. Let's see here. Side cutters. Order the mud flaps with mine, but I've heard a lot of people don't really like these things. They do look kind of flimsy, so I do have them. There's no guarantee I'm going to put these on. Let me just set these over here for now. And let's see, I think this wheel can come out now. Oh, That is a big wheel. Pretty stoked about that. And I did purchase an upgrade for these here. I've been sitting on these things for several months. So all these wheels, when both our bikes get here, I'm putting these Armor heavy-duty thorn-resistant protectors inside these wheels here, because I definitely don't want to deal with flats when I'm out riding. So I've got a box of those right there. So I may not do that necessarily tonight. We'll just go ahead and finish this. What is that? I bet you that's pedals. Let's see what we got here. Oh, charger. Cool. Well, you know what? Since we got the charger out, I'm going to go ahead and start charging. Looks like a set of fuses. Looks like the keys for the battery. Here's the charging plug. And look at that. Nice set of Allen wrenches. And I already have Allen wrenches. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, look at that. It's a nice set. It's got the balls on the end. So kind of like my other set I have in here. That's a nice to have. And let's see here. Let's take this. Alright, I'm going to go just plug this in here. I just saw it. I thought it was on the side here. Oh, here it is. It's down here. Alright, we'll let that start getting a charge. And let's see what else we got down here. Oh. Let's see here. Let's see the outside. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, it looks like the computer, and these are probably for the grips. And the pedals, which I'll more than likely be changing those out. This looks like the axle. The axle, and I can't quite tell what this is right here. Alright, set that over there. The pedals. These which aren't actually too bad pedals. I do plan to put a little bit different pedal on, a little bit bigger platform than that there. All right, let's see here. So, this is what we used to do in a bike shop. You turn them upside down like that. Now, I have heard about this here based on some other people that have had experiences where the head tube got damaged, but they put this big brace in here. So this right here is a bike shop trick that I learned a long time ago. You just basically flip it upside down, and then if you wanted to, you could even mount the wheel here and everything like that. Let's get this here off. That on. I probably could almost mount it right into the headset right here. I might go ahead and do that. Let me finish getting this off. Let's see here. Impressive. Let's go get this out of here. Can you see that right? There's two axles on here. It's actually quite interesting. I didn't realize it actually came with a kickstand. That's pretty cool. We'll definitely take that. Alright. Looks like I need a couple of tools. So one thing I have not seen yet, and I don't know if it's just here it is. Perhaps this is it. So what I was about to say, hang on a second, I gotta answer this phone call here. We are live here, so let's see. Okay, let's get back to this here. So what I was saying is, I thought that I've heard people say something about instructions are pretty good, but I have not seen the instructions. So let me go back and just make sure that some of these boxes I'm pulling out, going over here, do not have an instruction book. I don't really need it, but I do just want to make sure that I'm going somewhat in the correct order. I'm going to build it regardless. I also heard a lot of people say that you should put the battery in before you mount the wheel, so I'm probably going to go ahead and do that, but let me get this here off here. Let's see here. Nice chunk of wood there. Like why? You got a second axle here. That microphone picks up everything. Okay, so I got that out. We're going to go ahead and mount this. That'll work. Okay. The rest of this cut off and then we'll get this box out of here.
medium size.